Good morning YouTube, hope you're all keeping well. Today's vlog is going to be a bit of an interesting one. Okay, so it is currently 7:30. I'm out getting my steps nice and early. Reason being is because I have to train now at like 8:30 because I'm going to Lisbon today. So I'm going to Lisbon for like the next few days on a trip with my friends. So it's not a fitness trip at all. So a bit reckless, kind of going on a lads weekend away in the middle of prep, but it was planned for months in advance before I even really knew I was going to start prep, to be honest. So this week I have been doing a little bit of digging. So I've been borrowing calories from essentially Monday to today. So I saved about 10% of my calories each day to allow for a greater calorie amount over the weekend. I also didn't take my high days at the weekend, so that means I've got even more calories to spare for the weekend ahead. So that's kind of how I planned ahead of it for the calorie front. And look, I'm kind of expecting there might be some bit of weight gain, but you know, I'm kind of accepted it, right? I'm 20 weeks out, so I've got plenty of time to rectify the situation. My weight dropped a good bit this week, so I'm down into the 89s. This morning I was 89.5, so that's a big drop. The previous week pretty much seeing like mid 90s to mid 91s, whereas like this week's been all low 90s and 89s, so that's really promising. So yeah, I'm looking really good as well. I'll throw up some snaps here on the screen just so you can see how I'm looking. And then on the training front of things, I've also been planning ahead. So today's going to be my 10th day training in the last 11 days. So as you can imagine, I'm feeling pretty fried. Like my sleeps the last 2 or 3 nights have been like atrocious, and that's usually something I encounter when I am feeling a little bit overreached. Even though I only took a deload recently, like just the fact that I am training so hard, so close together, it really has kind of caught up with me. So I'm looking forward to a few days off, but like, you know, I know my recovery over the next few days is not necessarily going to be the best. I'm going to try to stay on top of protein intake, of course, but the next kind of clips I'm going to be showing you is when I'm in Lisbon. Okay, so you're not going to see me train this morning because I want to get it out of the way, and then I will catch you at the airport or in Lisbon, one of them. All right, see ya.
Lads on steads knocking heads, from the 2x2 fuck you punk stage to a warehouse rave with a bloke we met on the way, dancing till day. I have a love and it never fades, full of plights and gripes like Achilles who loves fights, like you did, right? Like we did twice. I love you beyond life.
So we're on the way to the Kremlin to see Joey Beltram. Yeah, vlogging here, so in the end of the vlog. Here's the end of there. Father Enda.
Glow, surrounded by those you know, crying for your words and your soul. And that final loss of your glimmer of hope that we heard every time that you spoke. Choked up rooms and blocks and venues and lads and moths with words that spoke soft of those lost. Now we send you off. From red garden sheds to watching lads on stage, from the 2x2 fuck you punk stage to a warehouse rave with a bloke we met on the way, dancing till day. I have a love.
Never leave home without a secret stash. Big bag of protein, big bag of drugs. Well, it's actually 5-HTP and N-acetylcysteine. Can help with hangovers.
And it never fades. You are God's son across the belly, remembered by pictures on.
Definitely not feeling the freshest. I felt better. Money holidays.
Words and your soul. I have a love, and it never fades. From the space where we learn to be brave and face guards, grief and knaves, and late days that could shame and break saints with the weight of the city's hate from the smothering state. But every cent we could take went on the art that we'd make. We'd go straight through the day on a rake of empty plates, up to 8 of us pulling 10 quid to make something great. So our love will never fade. Our love will never fade. that remains would shape the memory that stays. Even now I can see our face when those chords are replayed. Arm around me shoulder in teenage embrace. Tell all your friends, I'd say, I have a love and it never fades. Now a long way from school days, sharing books at Big Break with the two of us and Barry and Craig, talking tunes and poems with too much weight for our age. So I played this song for you in the car stereo in the night's breeze. This bit kicked in with its synths and its keys, and you smiled as you sat next to me. You in the front, Gilly in the backseat going 90 to the sound as we roared down the street. The other boys stomping feet and me in utter disbelief from the joy and the breaking the beats. We got out and stood by that Kia Rio cage stage, and I felt like I had it all. Cause I have a love and it'll never fade, and either will you, Paul.
Day number 3, hardly surviving. Looks so perched.
Yeah.
That is beautiful.
Yeah. I probably look like a beach whale. You look gorgeous, it's funny.
It is what it is.
Oh, and we are back home. Day 3 was definitely just as hard as the first 2 days, I can tell you that for nothing. But yeah, so that is that trip finished. Thank fucking God. It's Tuesday now. I'm just out getting some steps in the Phoenix Park. So yeah, got home yesterday about like 9 or 10 o'clock. Extremely long day, basically just like in the airport traveling all day. And then this morning got up, forced myself to go train. Was literally the last thing I wanted to do. Everything felt absolutely so heavy, but we got it done nonetheless. And now we are out getting our steps out now for the day. So yeah, it definitely takes a lot longer to recover for one of these trips when you're like 30 years old or almost 30. But yeah, so now I am off to somewhere else tomorrow. So I'm jet setting these days, so going away tomorrow until Sunday. This trip is thankfully going to be more of a fitness oriented trip, shall we say. So there's going to be a bit more kind of interesting things we'll be doing that will be to do with fitness and not necessarily to going out and getting smashed, which I'm sure most of you are not necessarily here to watch me go out and be completely reckless. You're probably here to get some advice on your training, nutrition, that kind of thing, and see my actual journey from the platform to the stage versus from the stage to the inside of a nightclub. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Gonna wrap up this vlog now, and the next one you'll see me on my next trip. And yeah, catch you then.